have I ever done anything in my life that has changed society? I'm going to tell you a story. Then I'll let you be the judge of that. In 2005, I was working in Carphone Warehouse, Oxford Street branch. F.A.C.E. It was a flagship store. I'm not too sure what it is now. I was working under a manager called Brian, and it was a wonderful place to work in. My colleagues were great. We could banter. You know, we were all young. McDonald's was around the corner, and you know, young folks in McDonald's, shoot, right? But obviously we were there making commission, and we were able to cream. Now, in 2005, I really got into my stride. By 2006, I was able to move from store to head office and do direct sales. And what I'm going to do is tell you the events that led up to me moving. When it comes to sales, I pride myself in being very good at it. Not in a sense of when I sell, I can sell a lot. It's when I sell, I don't get returns. And also when I sell, I get recommendations. And that was my bread and butter. It was the return sales of the sales that I'd already done that made me more money. I remember how I had a Chinese customer coming through to the store. I had already sold him a phone, and he had a cousin who also needed a phone. And his cousin came in with his girlfriend. Now, when the credit check went through, I noticed something that I always noticed. But the problem was that the cousin had good credit, but the girlfriend didn't. Now, prior to 2005, if you want to get a phone for somebody else, you have to first be on a contract for about 3 to 6 months before you can apply for another credit check for them to do another contract for you. But I noticed something. The system that Carphone Warehouse used is called F.A.C.E. I'm not too sure if it's the same now. But in this F.A.C.E, it always displayed certain digits when it came to this credit score. What I noticed is that the numbers vary, right? But every time I scanned the phone, the number would reduce by 1. So this lady who failed a credit check, I then said to her boyfriend, who was my original customer's cousin, would it be possible for us to get it in your name, right? If we can get it in your name, you would have both your contract and her contract on your name. Mind you, whilst I was saying this, I didn't know if it was possible or not. So what I did is I ran to my manager, Brian, and I said, yo, I've got this customer who came back with his cousin. The cousin's got a girlfriend, and the girlfriend can't pass the credit check. But I keep seeing these digits, and every time I scan a phone, the digits go down. What do they mean? I really want this deal. Brian said to me, let me log on and try. And he scanned one phone and the digit went down. and he scanned another phone and the digit went down. And he said, okay, let's try it on this customer that you have and see if it gives us two separate numbers. If we're allowed, if the system would allow us to sell two phones, right, with two numbers. We've already seen that it accepts two phones, but we need to see if we can register two telephone numbers on this one sale. The moment I scanned the second phone and then I scanned the first SIM card, when the Pi system requested for the second SIM card, the relief between myself and Brian we were just like, oh. But we discovered something that nobody else had discovered. I did the sale. They went, and Brian said, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything. I need to verify this. And I said to him, F that. Anyone comes in this building, they want a phone. If they've got a girlfriend, brother, sister, mother, I don't give a flip. If they've got a pay-as-you-go, I'm going to switch those people into contract phones. Brian got the go-ahead, and he gave me the go-ahead. And for the next 3 months, I held the highest sales in OS5. And what had happened was somebody heard about me in head office and decided to come to flex his muscles and show me his wages. And he said to me, who's the most paid person here? And I said, well, it's between myself and another guy, but I'm currently holding the record. And he says, well, this is how much I made. And he logged himself onto my Pi. And he showed me exactly what he made. And as soon as I saw that, I looked at Brian and I said, yo, I'm leaving. By the time I got into head office, anytime you put a sale through, Pi started to request that you ask the customer if they had somebody else that needed a phone contract. And ever since then, you can go into any mobile phone store in the UK, I'm not sure about anywhere else, and buy two phones at point of sale. You can even buy more. I think the most that was sold was 8 in that store to one person. So yeah, that's not a claim to fame, but it's something that I have done. I'm not too sure if it's positive or negative, but society has changed. And yeah, I'm just like, to look back at it and to see the things that is possible due to my actions allows me to understand my powers and my capabilities. Okay, so if you are one of those people who manage to buy two phones or more than one phone at point of sale, you're welcome. I'll see you guys in the next video. So what's the whole point of me telling you this story other than the title? Well, when it comes to finances, just nice and soft. Anyway, when it comes to finances, you need to know how to sell. You need to know how to deal with rejection, right? You need to know how to ask for the business. And that is what I'm going to talk about in the next video.